You are entering a very important part of your life, my gorgeous Libra, indeed. In May 2021, there are going to be two important paths ahead of you indeed. One path that you are going to have, it's most certainly going to bring you the whole new meaning. Life is going to bring you the whole new meaning indeed, because you are going to become aware of things that you haven't become aware of before, which will be absolutely super important and super significant when it comes to the certain timing indeed. And the actual path number 2 is actually all going to be about creating conscious awareness at the same time. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Libra, my beautiful Libra, and it's for May 2021. And of course that your number is number 99. 99 is a very, very, very powerful number when it comes to the actual numerology. Considering the fact that this is happening within the month of May, it's even more significant, even more important, because on one hand, you know, you will see exactly where are you, like kind of halfway there, but most importantly, you will see what is just going to be kind of inviting your own attention. This is very, very important indeed. And on another hand, you are gonna have such a powerful, a rather like, oh my god, enlightening moment like there is no tomorrow. And this enlightening moment is just gonna be connected to the actual vision, and you will know exactly things that you didn't know before when it comes to your specific spiritual journey, but in particular when it comes to reaching a very, very significant and important stage of your life. You will be able to feel things, you will be able to sense things like there is no tomorrow. You will know what you are close to that you weren't kind of able to know before. It's like a very psychic month indeed, but on another hand, it's about the inspiration, it's about the motivation that is at the same time going to raise your vibration, my gorgeous Libra, like there is no tomorrow. I'm so happy for you, because this is going to lead towards you making a remarkable decision. And this decision, on another hand, it's going to almost immediately connect you with an opportunity. By the end of May 2021, you are going to have a very, very important opportunity, and I'm so happy for you, because it's pretty much so to do with like a kind of waiting game, or like waiting for something, or waiting for your life to kind of start moving forward. So most certainly this is going to have such a strong reflection when it comes to your future planning. You are going to have this incredible, amazing opportunity, and this opportunity it's going to come up at the moment in time when you find yourself like doing what you really like, when you find yourself like enjoying yourself like so much by basically doing what you like. You will see this is all going to make sense. You are most certainly going to have your like a powerful transformational butterfly moment, and that in itself is going to be remarkable, because it's, you know, it's going to make you very optimistic, and you know, by following these optimistic feelings and emotions, you know, this is just going to help you so much, you know, to even more kind of sharpen up your own intuition, and that is going to reflect on your desire, determination, and a strong willpower. This is all going to boil down towards you having a strong willpower, but this is not just any like a willpower, you know. No baby, no, this is a lot to do with your vibration being raised, you know, at the same time. And once your vibration is risen to this moment, it only means one specific thing: you will start the certain project, you will start something that is just going to have a remarkable, miraculous beginning, because things are going to start unfolding in a really mysterious way after that moment in time, but it's just going to reflect on you kind of being in a very explorative mood. You know, you will want to explore things, you will want to try things, you will want to go further, you will want to go forward with your life. And this is wonderful, because at the same time your subconscious mind will be guiding you, and most certainly it will not lead you astray. On the other hand, my gorgeous Libra, what else I was going to say, you know, it's just basically about you, having a very strong sense of desire. And also at the same time, you know, it's all about your own sense of will that you are going to have. It's brilliant, because at the same time, one news that you are going to have, it's going to literally change everything. One particular information, one particular news, it's going to be so important. And that it's going to open your eyes, but it's also going to kind of make you to go over certain things that you have done over the last 24 months, and suddenly you're gonna find yourself like being like quite nostalgic. But just remember, my gorgeous Libra, when you feel nostalgic, you know, especially within the months of May, there is going to be an important direction there, an important answer for you as well. Something is going to be needing your attention when it comes to your own past, but that in itself will kind of become an important part of your future at the same time. But I am going to talk about it a bit more just a little bit later. On another hand, you know, I can see that a certain little wish is going to come through. Certain little wish is going to start coming forward, but it's only the beginning, but most certainly it's going to be like a, oh yes, like a light at the end of the tunnel. But it's going to require from you to make the necessary edits and the necessary adjustments in your life. So therefore, if you're like doing anything that could kind of addict you to things, you know, if you're addictive, or if you're like a kind of like maybe you're drinking too much, maybe you smoke too much, maybe you're taking too much sugar, you know, anything that could cause like a little bit of a balance when it comes to your body, you should most certainly pay attention to, because your body is going to be communicating to you like, oh my Lord, quite a lot throughout the months of May. So it's most certainly, I would advise not to ignore, because the connection with mind, body and spirit is going to be very, very strong. Above all, very important to pay attention to. Okay, and also, you know, I am very happy for you, because you are reaching a turning point. By the time you get to the actual last week of May 2021, you are in that last week. It's going to be so important, like, oh my Lord, not only this is going to bring you a very strong promise, you know, where you just felt, oh my God, so uncertain, but also at the same time, it's about the turning point. But in particular, when it comes to those feelings and emotions and your frame of mind, where you thought that you kind of like had a bad luck with things, those things that you thought that you had a bad luck with are going to have a really nice turning point. And at the same time, within the last week of May, you're going to find yourself being part of the situation, maybe part of the group of people, maybe you're going to find yourself being part of the certain dimension that you did not plan. Something is going to come up like, ooh la la, quite unplanned, where you are going to be an important part of, and that in itself is going to bring the certain kind of situation towards you, where you're going to need to respond to it like almost immediately. And what is going to happen? You will respond without even thinking. And you know what? Yeah, my baby, this is going to be exactly the perfect response, because it's going to come from deep within, from the subconscious mind, without even thinking. But then you're going to surprise yourself, but at the same time you're going to learn something really significant about yourself. And this is also going to be connected to the actual information that is just going to be significant when it comes to you Also at the same time reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness, but also on another hand, you will know even more importantly than that it's time to move towards the new direction, because this is going to bring you clarity on your life purpose, and in your heart, most certainly in your spirit, in your soul, you will know what to do. It's to do with you returning to something. It's about the return to things that you love, to the life that you love, but it's just, at the same time, you need to pay attention to those things that are at the moment missing in order for you to kind of edit them, adjust them, and fix them to get where you want to get. 99 number in numerology, it's like, oh my God, you're reaching like a climax, like, oh my Lord, Libra climax, it's important, very brilliant moment in time, which means that throughout the actual April, your vibration is going to be very strong and very powerful. You are going to be noticed. If you want to discuss certain problems, go for it. If you want to kind of like, maybe meet certain people that you don't like meeting, but you need to kind of discuss something really important, it's most certainly you should go for it. Any kind of stage where you want to move yourself forward, or from a square number 1 to square number 2, I would highly advise to do in May, because there is a little plant, a little seed that you are going to plant without even realizing. Okay, let me tell you this. It's a lot about projecting your own energy by doing things that you love. This is what I mentioned before, because your vibration becomes very powerful. Also, while you're doing things that you like, you are going to plant the certain seed, and it is going to be very interesting how things are going to turn out for you. By the time you get to October 2021, things are going to blow up in the best possible way. But what seed you've actually planted, what spiritual seed you actually planted, is going to be very, very tiny indeed, but it's going to grow into the biggest oak in the forest. This is how I can explain this. But the first glimpse of what you've actually planted, what you've actually started, it's going to become the huge motivation already in July. But June 2021, it's going to show you that from the mid-June until the end of June 2021, you will know exactly what seed you planted, because it's just going to like really screaming in your face, I'm here, you can't possibly ignore me. And most certainly you're just going to become aware of this beautiful moment where you can take this, what you've kind of started, and you're going to become aware how far you will actually be able to go. So most certainly it's absolutely remarkable moment in time you are going to have, my gorgeous Libra. This May, it's about your personal transformation, but it's not to do with the planning, it's not to do with anything like kind of trying to do too much. It's all about you just following your own intuition, following your third psychic eye, and just by trying to connect to those things that are very inviting to you. Just remember, throughout the actual May, you will be in like kind of like a explorative mood. You will want to explore as much as you can, my babies. At the same time, your energy becomes very strong and your energy becomes very powerful. So therefore, I would highly advise you, that, from the 1st of May until the end of that month, my Lord, if you can possibly every single day do one particular thing different, it is just going to start up that spiritual domino that I'm always talking about. One little thing, it's going to change absolutely everything. And the more changes you do, the more changes you make, the more changes you focus on from the beginning of the month, the better time you're actually going to have towards the end of the year. And the same thing I would most certainly advise for June as well. So therefore, once you go like kind of from June until the end of the year, as we are going towards the end of the year, your situation is going to become more clear to you, and more clarity you will get, and more feelings of moving on you're going to be able to connect to. Very, very important indeed. Look at this, my gorgeous Libra. Where is it? Here. It's about an important potential. Libra. Number 99 in numerology, it's about an important potential that you simply must not ignore. an important potential about you, around you, about your life that you must certainly not ignore, and this is going to become evident like there is no tomorrow. And also on another hand, please, there is something that you're going to need to let go. I know it's easy for me to say like, oh, forgiveness, but this is important because it's all going to be connected. Certain things are going to start happening like pretty fast indeed, and there is going to be the moment where Mama Karma is going to allow you again. Mama Karma is going to give you an opportunity to move on with your life, and you're only going to get reward from Mama Karma if you forgive to somebody who is really kind of like somebody is just maybe have done something to you in the past. So there are going to be the signs of this person like in your mind, within your mind there is going to be the certain anger that you're going to feel. Just remember, it's very important for you to forgive. I'm not saying that you need to forget necessarily, but by forgiving you are just going to create this really powerful spiritual moment when you're going to release yourself. So therefore you're going to give another chance to your spirit to grow even higher, and that is just going to bring you the perspective that you wouldn't normally have, my gorgeous Libra. Look at this now as well. This is the Spirit card, an oracle card for you, my gorgeous Libra, and it's for May 2021. Your message, important message, is this: an opportunity, and a powerful, important opportunity. This is something that is literally going to open your eyes, but it's at the same time going to change your life forever. Just remember that May 2021 for you, my gorgeous Libra, is bringing a rather big mind-blowing opportunities. This is something that I need you to remember. And also when it comes to the actual health and things like that, you also like wow, you're the third sign today that is showing like a little bit of negativity when it comes to stomach, when it comes to digestion. So this is something I need you to pay attention to. In fact, it's like a little bit of stress, like a little bit of maybe tiredness, and a little bit of like a stomach kind of like a tummy problems and negativities and things like that. So what would I highly suggest you to actually get? It would be a nice natural vitamin B complex, and vitamin B complex is going to help you with so many different things at the same time anyway. It's wonderful when it comes to stress levels, it's wonderful when it comes to energy if we feel low, you know, and it's wonderful when it comes to like an entire digestive system. So you get all this beauty in the actual one natural vitamin B complex. And if you do get a vitamin B complex, I highly suggest you to get the natural vitamin B complex without unnecessary additives, without unnecessary ingredients. And you just need to pay attention to vitamin B, to folic acid. Folic acid needs to be folate instead of folic acid. Folic acid is done in like a chemical way, where folate is done in a natural way. So it's a natural form of that particular B vitamin. Where on another hand, B12, also you need to pay attention to that it needs to be made in a natural way, not like in a chemical way as well. B12 needs to be natural. So this is something that I would highly suggest you to get and to take on an empty stomach the very first thing in the morning. So therefore it's going to really help you to really increase your energy levels, you know, when you start your own day. On another hand, I just need to advise you to drink as much as water as possibly you can. Avoid sugar. Oh no, baby, no. Avoid like any sweets as much as you can, any chemicals as much as you can, but just try to drink water. If you do need to kind of use the sweetener, then just try to use something like organic maple syrup, what I always on about, or organic honey, for example. Much better for you. But just try to avoid sugar as much as you can. And on another hand, I would highly advise you to get organic chamomile tea and drink that throughout the day, or organic nettle tea, or organic dandelion tea. This is all going to be beneficial for you to flush out the toxins out of the system, but then again beneficial for so many other things at the same time, you know. So just try to like kind of, as I said, maybe you can use a little bit of organic lemon, unwaxed organic lemons, and sweet it with like organic maple syrup or the actual organic honey. And also on another hand, one more thing, because your skin is going to be a little bit sensitive, make sure that you're using deodorant without aluminium, please, without aluminium. So that way you just let your body to breathe rather than blocking your pores, and then you just end up with this unnecessary concoction of chemicals inside your body. Okay, so try to get deodorant which is natural. If you're on any other medications, if you are pregnant or if you are breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Libra, or not. So now I'm just going to see which date is going to be quite important for you. Before I go there, I would highly suggest you to get something like this gorgeous amethyst pendant, this absolutely beautiful amethyst pendant. Look at this beauty. This comes with a sterling silver setting and the gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. And I highly advise you to get an amethyst, because it's going to help you to connect and reconnect in so many different ways throughout May and June. Indeed, your third psychic eye is going to be wide open, and there is a lot that you're going to feel connected to that you haven't felt connected to before. Certain things are going to be okay, and certain things you're going to need to be a little bit careful about. So that's why an amethyst is fantastic, because it helps you to kind of ground yourself in this particular way, where it helps you to reflect and understand things that you wouldn't normally understand. So every time when you need that little bit more of like a va-vumish psychic feelings and to connect in a psychic way, I would highly recommend you to get an amethyst, okay? As I said, this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, and I highly suggest you to wear an amethyst in May and June 2021. Very important. So now, my gorgeous Libra, the 3rd of May, you know, something from the past will require your assistance, and this is what I said before, that I'm gonna get back to it a little bit more. So on the 3rd of May, you can almost like kind of expect, it's like an invisible little portal for you, which is gonna start opening as soon as you start feeling this, you know, on the 3rd of May. It could be the 4th of May, it could be the 2nd of May, but 3rd of May you're gonna feel something very strongly, and this is when your portal is going to start opening, and you're going to start going through without even realizing, and that in itself is going to reconnect you with things from the past, okay? And you will see that something from the past will require your assistance, okay? And this is to do with the unresolved issue, and this is again to do, it's going to have a very high importance when it comes to your future planning, and you must not ignore this, you know, and you must not kind of like slow yourself down by ignoring this, and also ignore the fear of the unknown. This is about to bring you an important opportunity, a hope, a really great card you have here. You've got a star, my gorgeous Libra, and this is very, very important. And it's all about the hope, it's all about a new start, it's all about a new beginning, it's all about a new opportunity, it's all about the unfoldment, it's all about like a bright prospects, you know, that are very much so with unlimited possibilities, that are going to have such a strong reflection on your life, and it's going to help you to live again, you know, it's going to help you to live, to reach like the full circle. And it's pretty much so the next step that you're going to have after this moment in time, my gorgeous Libra, it's going to be you're going to need to learn as much as you can about something, and you will want to learn. It's like a specific subject, you know, and do not ignore it. This is coming from somewhere much higher. This is coming from somewhere very, very important indeed. You need to pay attention to details, and you also need to pay attention how to read in between the lines indeed. Okay, so the second important date, my gorgeous Libra, I love you so much, because I know how much this month is going to mean to you, because somebody who means to you so much, it's also going to give you an absolutely mind-blowing news. Someone who means to you like so much is going to tell you something. It's going to give you the certain information, and that information will be connected to some kind of reunion, but it's pretty much so to do with somebody who means to you so much. They will tell you something and you're going to like it. At around the 16th of May, this is going to become evident. On another hand, my gorgeous Libra, the 16th of May, it's also, you know, you are this is going to be very personal to you because you're going to have an important answer. And it's not only about the 16th of May, it's 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. In between the 16th and the 27th of May, you are going to have a really great, important answer. And you're going to be having a moment, like a bit of a yin-yang moment, like, ooh la la, you will see exactly what I mean. But at the same time, you are going to have a very, very important answer here, big answer, you know. And on one hand, you are in this period of time going to have a reward that comes from hard work, which is just going to motivate you like a great accomplishment. But on another hand, this is all about you being able to absolutely superbly and successfully balancing, you know, to balance many priorities at once. At the same time, it's about determination and willpower. What is going to be on your mind here? It's going to bring you the recognition that you actually want. The problem that you think, oh my God, is like kind of, it's kind of slowing you down, you know. At the same time, you know, you are going to have a specifically strong connection here, which is going to help you to realize the actual recognition that you wouldn't normally realize. On another hand, pay attention to the idea. On the 16th of May, I need you to pay attention to the actual ideas, you know, and you must not rush into absolutely anything, because these are only the beginning stages of the idea that you are going to have. Each day as it passes, you know, the more you're going to find out. By the time you get to the actual 24th of June, not May, but June, that idea, it's going to be like on a so much higher level. So therefore, you can see how much is actually May and June 2021, how much they're actually connected, you know. It's about the inspiration, and it's also about the fact that you need to understand that things are going to work out for you. This is the time of communication. The more you communicate, the more you're going to get out of things, because in between the 16th of May and the end of that month, you know, the more you communicate, the more you reflect. There is so much experience that you are going to gain just through communication, because your communication is going to bring you in touch with somebody rather important indeed, my gorgeous Libra. So that's why I'm just trying to tell you to just remain objective as much as you possibly can. 16th of May is also going to bring you the moment of justice. You have been waiting for something, and now this unfoldment is going to start. Whether this was like some kind of like a court case, or whether this is something personal to you, you have been waiting for a certain moment. You have been waiting for the certain outcome, and this outcome is going to be really great. It's going to put a really big smile on your face, and it's almost immediately going to raise your vibration. But at the same time, I need you to remember this. When you hear about this justice, you need to know that you are gonna get an absolutely mind-blowing little spiritual advice that you're gonna realize this by yourself, but it's gonna happen at around the time when you become aware of this justice that I am talking about. Okay, and also, you know, at the end of the day, it's just going to help you really to move on. The third important date, my gorgeous Libra, it's going to be on the 31st of May 2021. You know, there is some kind of a devilish and a negative person here, and it's actually the 30th and the 31st of May that it's going to be about this negative person, like a devilish person with a very negative energy that is just going to help you so much to move on from the person or the situation that no longer serve you. You will be able to see someone's real face, and this is going to be so important, because at the same time, you know, this is connected to the certain delays and lack of motivation, and now this is going to have a wonderful spiritual flip-flop moment where you are this is gonna work brilliantly in your favor, because it's going to inspire you, and that inspiration is going to highlight the potential that you should be doing, that you should be focusing on, that I told you in the first place, like a little bit earlier on. Very important, my gorgeous Libra. This month is actually going to be very, very important indeed. Libera, 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 Lili libera, Lili libera, Lili libera, Lili libera, Lili libera. Raise your vibration. Libera, libera. Lili libera, Lili libera, Lili libera, Lili libera, Lili libera. Lili libera, 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 pam pararam, Lili libera, Lili libera, pam pam param, Lili libera, Lili libera, pam pam param, Lili libera, Lili libera, pam para tararam. I love you so much, my gorgeous Libra. This is going to make you to go towards the path of your life that you should most certainly go towards, because that inspiration and potential is most certainly going to be the right thing for you to do. And it's also connected to the return of the lost opportunity at the same time, which is most certainly going to start to pave a wonderful way for you, my gorgeous Libra, here, because it's about to bring you an important, like, mind-blowing clarity into your life. And you're going to make a really important choice when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your financial security, when it comes to like doing the right things, because you are going to get an absolutely big mama mind-blowing clarity on what you desire, but you will know exactly what to do in order to move forward. Very, very important moment in time. And also very often when we find ourselves like when there's a lot of things happening, you know, especially when we haven't been planning them, those are the best, because really beautifully we just drift, you know, slowly. We drift slowly through this wonderful energy that just helps us to kind of like move ourselves, you know, in those areas and elements of our lives that we don't really necessarily like kind of focusing on. So it makes us feel kind of indecisive. So this gorgeous little tiger's eye pendant is something that I highly recommend you, because I remember I told you there is going to be a bit of a devilish person that you're going to need to deal with. So it's like, you know, it's a fantastic immaculate protection against an evil eye, negative energies, bad vibration that can affect our energy, affect our well-being in so many different ways. You know, it can affect our way planning, the way we plan things and things like that. It's an ultimate protection against evil eye, which I really need you to have throughout May and June. But it's not only like when you're surrounded by the negative people, by the people who drain your energy. Every time when you're surrounded by the people that are negative and that drain your energy, we always make ourselves even more vulnerable, because at the same time these people have got the ability to drain even more energy out of us in this particular way. It's purely to do with their own vibration, which is very low. So this can reflect on us in many different ways. So that's why I highly suggest you to wear a tiger's eye throughout May and June. But also it's fantastic when it comes to the spiritual growth in terms of planning, career, the next step, what to do, like uncertainty. A tiger's eye is fantastic because it helps you with this clarity so much. This gorgeous pendant comes with a sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Libra, you're also supporting my channel as well. So now I'm just going to say what is going to happen in the first part of May, mid part of May. and the last part of May, just briefly. So the first part of May, you're going to be wondering, oh God, how long is something going to take? How long is something going to take? 9 weeks is the answer. It's going to take 9 weeks. On another hand, the first part of May, also, my gorgeous Libra, something is going to come through for you. It's like to do with a certain wish that is slowly going to come through, and something is going to become a reality that you didn't think it's going to become reality so soon. So this is absolutely brilliant, and at the same time, you just need to be optimistic and keep your head up as much as you can, because the first week of May will be quite confusing. So all you need to do is enjoy this confusion, because you will see whatever you try to do or whatever first step you make, you will see that the energy is gonna really go really flawlessly indeed. And all you need to do is just start the process by making a little spiritual knock, and by doing a little spiritual knock, you will see that automatically things are going to start happening for you. But you must understand one thing: not to bring yourself down by thinking negatively. No, baby, no. It's absolutely not needed right now. You're powerful, you're beautiful, so use your energy wisely. Okay, the second part of May, it's all about the actual justice that I have been talking about. It's a justice. At the same time, it's about you starting the certain process and you starting the certain progress. And I can see that there is a little bit of like a lack of control that you may feel, because again, somebody's influence around you is going to be like a little bit negative. And this is why I said that person's energy is quite strong, you see. And this is different person to the actual person I said at the end of the month. So this is why at the same time, I just said to you to keep kind of your head high, and by thinking optimistically, you will just go through. And also why I mentioned that the tiger's eye pendant is quite important, because you protect yourself from this particular people. Okay, the third part of the actual May, my gorgeous Libra, it's all about, on another hand, you are kind of going to have the certain moment when it comes to the actual you're going to be told something, and then at the same time when you're told something, there is going to be like a little opportunity for you there. This is not huge, this is not massive, but then again, it's going to be connected to the step in the right direction, and it's also going to provide you like with a shortcut where you want to get. But it's up to you, and it's down to you to recognize this rather magical little mini opportunity. But then again, this is going to reconnect you with the world of possibilities later on. If you do fail to realize this little magical opportunity at the end of May, it doesn't really matter. The end of June, it's going to bring you a very similar situation. So this is also going to be a rather enlightening moment in time for you as well at the same time. Look, as soon as I said enlightening moment, this is where what Oracle card was actually on top of that pile. Absolutely remarkable indeed. And look at this, I just have the need to take one of the Oracle cards out, and I'm connecting to the spirit of Anne. The spirit of Anne is here, my lord. I had quite a few spirits called Anne. This Anne is very beautiful person, a very spiritual person. She's very gentle, but she's really smart. She's into math, she's into counting, she likes math, she likes counting, but there's also something very artistic about her. The way she dressed, was very unusual, something to do with her little shirts, and it's also to do with a very unusual, a very powerful and distinctive perfume as well. Something was very ladylike about Anne, and Anne is absolutely gorgeous. And maybe Jennifer, there is a connection in Jane or Jennifer. This is what I'm getting through this spirit. But now Anne is going to help me to get the actual Oracle card out for you, what the month of May it's going to be. Voyage, prepare for the trip, prepare for the journey, my gorgeous Libra, because this is most certainly what is waiting for you this May. It's the journey into an advancement, and most certainly onto the next stage of your life. Time to take an action, my gorgeous Libra, indeed. And the last Oracle card from Anne for you, my gorgeous Libra, for the month of May is going to be, ooh la la, sorry, the last card for Oracle card for the month of May through Anne. The spirit of Anne is still with me. The last oracle card for you, my gorgeous Libra, it's be flexibility. It's do as much as you can, explore as much as you can, do things differently, express yourself differently every single day. Give that little bit extra to your day. Every single week, give that little bit extra to your week. Every single month, you know, this month, give an extra, little bit extra with whatever you do. Just remember, by doing things that you love, you're increasing your personal energy, you're increasing your personal vibration. So therefore, it's just very beneficial for you in many different ways indeed. So now, my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are single and ready to mingy. No, sorry. And now I'm going to just check tarot cards and see for those of you who are in relationship, if I find my tarot cards with all my plans. Where is it? Okay, let's do which ones? Of course, where is it? Here. Okay, my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationships. So now, my gorgeous Libra, this is for those of you who are in relationship. Okay, so this is absolutely remarkable moment in time, you know. You are both going to have a mind-blowing news. You are both going to hear what you have been waiting for, because it looks like that you're waiting for the specific moment, for the specific opportunity in order to grab hold of it and just move on to the next stage of your life. Most importantly, you are both going to have a strong control over a situation and strong control over those stages in your life that have been slowing you down. By the time you get to the actual end of May, you are both going to come to terms with the fact that your life is going to start changing really beautifully and rather rapidly, but it's connected to a massive, enormous change that you're both going to agree that you will want to do. But this change is huge, this change is massive, and this change is also connected to both of you kind of changing your direction slightly in a big way, big time. But it's pretty much so to do with your home, it's to do with the decision, it's to do with the change, you know, it's to do with the focus on your home and your people around you. You know, this is all going to be highly impacted. However, the bottom line is that you're both going to have a strong control over a situation, and you are going to agree to do something absolutely enormous and very beautiful when it comes to your home and the big change. You will see exactly what I mean. This is a remarkable month for the couples, and also your partner. It's going to give you a really great news. Just remember that your partner is going to give you a great news, and that great news in itself is going to open your eyes, but it's most certainly going to give you the relevant confidence that you should both move on together with your lives, you see. But it's to do with your home, doing something really big indeed. Okay, so now my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are single and ready to mingy. Okay. Ooh, you see this? Absolutely remarkable. My gorgeous Libra, this is important. For those of you that are single and ready to mingle, you are going to have someone very interesting who is about to walk into your life. And this is remarkable because something is going to surprise you. You're going to feel a very strong connection towards the certain person, and it's going to surprise you purely because you wouldn't normally like this kind of a person or this type of a person. Don't worry, this is brilliant, and it's only showing that you are spiritually growing, you are spiritually evolving. So this is going to be very interesting because they are going to be the first glimpse of that person that you're going to realize this month for the first time ever, from the mid-May towards the end of that month. And that person is going to literally change everything. You will realize about yourself that you are kind of focusing on a slightly different person, but that is only going to be a really good thing. And there are going to be so many different qualities about this person that are gonna reflect on you so magically and wonderfully. And what I really like in particular is how well you're gonna suit each other, and how you're gonna inspire that person, and that person is going to inspire you at the same time. So when that happens, it's like a big mama moment indeed, because it's going to open your eyes, but it's going to re-energize you. It's going to give you the certain necessary courage, and it's also going to help you realize how much you've changed. And also someone very, very special, it's about to come, you know, someone very special. And every time you see this person, you feel something more special, you feel something more deeper, you feel something more different. Every single time that feeling, that emotion becomes more powerful. So you will know how different this person is, and you will know what an impact this person is going to have on your life, my gorgeous Libra. Indeed, I like it, indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Libra, what else I was going to say? I love you so much. This month is most certainly going to bring you a huge difference. And also, if you like my gorgeous little angel top, you see this, I designed this myself, of course. You see it saying Sasha Bonasin here, the angel is writing this, you see. And if you would like to buy this top, you're also going to be supporting my channel, and the link is in the description below, alongside my crystals. So whether you buy my crystals or you buy my shirt, you know, you're supporting. You just need to know that you are indeed supporting my channel. Okay, my gorgeous Libra, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Libras. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.